Makabu says Canelo's making a big mistake. 100% I will knock him out. Let's talk about that.
Push the weight enough flex. Flex the live is one in the six. Fit the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You ain't run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out. Full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. Nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I'm looking at this picture. Makabu, fella, you just hit the lottery. Look at Canelo, another day at the office. I got this. Boxing scene. Link will be in the description for you guys to read on yourself, read on your own, read yourself. The World Boxing Council has continued their annual convention in Mexico, and the closing ceremony of their 59th convention was attended by four-division world champion Saul Canelo Alvarez. 2 days earlier, Canelo's trainer, manager Eddie Reynoso, had stunned the entire convention by formally requesting the WBC Board of Governors to allow his boxer to fight imposing cruiserweight champion Lunga Makabu. The WBC approved the request with the showdown targeted for next May, Cinco de Mayo, more than likely. Canelo strolled into the Salon Castillo of the Hotel Presidente Intercontinental to a standing ovation. Rightfully so. Makabu was also present and proceeded to go on the stage where the two fighters shook hands and hugged each other with mutual respect. Canelo told the audience that he just loves challenges, and this fight with Makabu will be the next one. Makabu indicates that there won't be a catch weight. He says the full cruiserweight limit of 200 pounds will be in place, 32 more than Canelo's current fighting weight of 168. Yes, I accepted the fight. When I got this news from my manager and the WBC president, I said, "Wow, this is something good. Canelo is the best boxer on the planet right now. So I want to fight the best, and I accept, but there will be no catch weight for this fight," Makabu said. "I think Canelo is making a big mistake, which he is going to regret because I'll walk away with the titles. Canelo wants to prove to the people that he can do better than others, and I am quite prepared to let Canelo try for this dream. But I've also have my own story to write down. Yes, this is boxing. I lost to Tony Bellew, but I came back. Now I'm telling you 100%. I will knock Canelo out." There's the article. Here's my opinion. The link will be in the description. You can read it for yourself. I seriously doubt Makabu will be knocking out Canelo Alvarez. To some people, that's wishful thinking. I will agree that I think that something needs to happen to even out what's going on in the sport as a whole, like an upset, because Makabu beats Canelo. I don't care if he's a cruiserweight. This is an upset. Is Canelo really challenging himself? I just did a video, and I read an article. Eddie Reynoso told Canelo Alvarez in another article that they don't even want to go back to 175 because they're giving away too many advantages. Y'all remember that? A couple of videos ago, I did that. I read it. I read the article. Eddie said he doesn't want me back at 175 because I'm giving up too much. I said, that makes sense. You know, you don't want to fight Bivol. You don't want to fight Beterbiev. Those guys are dangerous for you. 168 is safe. Maybe down the road you can grow into 175 and then go to cruiserweight. But now he's talking about challenging himself. So Eddie Reynoso, he just said in the article, he's co-signing this. They requested Makabu. And Makabu, for those of you that don't know, because let's be honest, nobody was checking for this fella. This plan was intact for months already. We're just not hearing about it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you it is. I'm telling you it is. This is a plan. He has a map. He has a map. This is all part of the plan. He's not losing to Makabu. I don't see it. Because this whole thing is a setup. This whole thing is a setup, damn it. So Eddie Reynoso doesn't want you in the ring at 175 because you're giving up too many advantages. I just did it. I just read it. Okay, Kovalev, you was walking the line. You knocked him out, but there's too much smoke up there. Come back down to 168. Never mind 160. You have two guys there in particular that you clearly, because forget Charlo, and although I'm mad at Charlo, he's still there, but forget him. Andre is just horrible. You said Boo Boo Andre is horrible, but you fought Avni Yildirim, and Amir Khan is horrible. Yildirim, Khan, Andre. Hey, man, y'all go ahead and justify it and make sense of it if you want to. I see the play. I see the play. Eddie Reynoso said, yo, we giving up too many advantages at 175. So now you're going to skip 175 after becoming undisputed at 168. You're going to skip 175 and go straight to 200 pounds. And now Makabu says there's no catch weight. And I read somewhere else that he's only coming in at 180. And I said, man, there's going to be a catch weight. Now there's no catch weight. So he's coming in at the full 200. You're going to come in at 180, 190. Come on. Come on. Seriously? Who do you think we're talking to here? Look, Makabu's getting a payday. He's getting a payday. Celebrate, man. Do what you want. It's good for you. It's good for your family. But when this is over, all we're going to read about is Canelo went all the way to 200 pounds. Cruiserweight. You know there's a Bridgerweight, right? I'm telling you. Before Canelo's career is over, if he can't really make the heavyweight division, he's going to fight that Bridgerweight. And he's going to fight the lowest person on the totem pole, but it's going to be a name that you can camouflage. Oh, well, this guy has like 30 fights and like 25 KOs. And, you know, he was former something champion. And they're going to paint him in this picture, but he's not going to be the best guy in the world. But he's going to be there to say that he did it. They're trying to pad Canelo's legacy. Big ups to the WBC. Y'all taking care of this guy. But we see you. Makabu's not beating Canelo Alvarez. He's going in there to lay down. That's my opinion. I'm not impressed. Not when you got Bivol, Joe Smith, Beterbiev. Hell, man, you couldn't even fight oh my God. I'm in awe of this. This is like y'all don't see this. The clenbuterol and the 6-month suspension, the slap on the wrist, and they move. They're saying, okay, if he has this much pound, again, it's okay. And then we see Valdez. Oh, A and B samples dirty? That's okay. It's equivalent to 4 Red Bulls. I didn't know Mauricio Suleiman was a doctor or a chemist. He can't even go to 175 and fight Badu Jack. I mean, we know who he is. You don't even want to do that. You just skip everything and go to cruiserweight to fight a guy we wasn't even checking for. Come on, you're gonna get credit for this. But I hope you guys understand that this is a game. I can't take this serious. This is ridiculous. If he said, you know what, I'm going to 175, I'm gonna fight Bivol or Beterbiev. That's impressive. No catch weight, because y'all just said, Makabu said there's no catch weight. So now moving forward, if he goes back down to 178 to defend, or if he goes to 175 to try and do something, I don't want to hear nothing about no catch weight. Makabu just said this won't be at a catch weight. So catch weights is out the window now. You's a big boy now, Canelo. Y'all go ahead and take this serious if you want, man. If Makabu goes in there and breaks all the rules and breaks his word, because I honestly believe that he's on the take, and he says, F that, I'm going for it, and does something crazy to Canelo, and then he get found in the ditch somewhere, y'all already know what it is, man. I don't trust nothing, man. Y'all go ahead and cap for Canelo if you want to, but I see this, man. This is crazy. This is great, going to 200 pounds and fighting a guy that y'all wasn't even looking for. Oh, he's going to fight somebody in the heavier division. That's great. Roy Jones did it. Yeah, John Ruiz actually accomplished something. Evander Holyfield couldn't get off on John Ruiz. Kirk Johnson couldn't get off on John Ruiz. John Ruiz beat Andrew Galata. And although he was an eyesore to look at in the ring, he accomplished something. Look at his resume. He accomplished things. And Roy went up there and beat him. But on that note, Roy went back down to 175. Had a tough fight with Tarver. Tarver didn't win the first fight. He didn't. I scored it for Jones. But Tarver won the drama of the fight, which prompted the rematch. And what happened? Now, what if Roy Jones retired after he beat John Ruiz and said, I've done everything. I'm heavyweight champion. Now I'm going out. We would have been fine with that. But Tarver would have been screaming till this day, 20 years later, I ought to beat Roy. And what we've been saying as supporters of the sport, the fans. Man, okay, you saying all that, Tony, but come on, man. You were suspended because you had a drug problem, because I think he had a cocaine issue at once upon a time. Come on, Tony, you wouldn't have beat Roy. We'd have been stuck with that. Come on, Roy went from 160 to heavyweight, beat John Ruiz. Tony Tarver can't do that. He's just talking. He'd have just been talking. But Roy went back down, gave him an opportunity, and now we got to know who Antonio Tarver really is. Shout out to Antonio Tarver. Right? Right? Canelo's not doing the same thing. He's not going to 200 pounds and then looking back and saying, I'm going to go back and fight Andrade and Charlo and Benavidez. He's not doing that. But his fans are saying he done fought 175. He don't need to fight those guys because we know he'd have beat them. Just like everyone knew that Mike Tyson was going to beat Buster Douglas, right? Just like everyone assumed in the rematch against Tarver, Roy was going to wash him. And at the end of round one, you thought that was going to be the case. Just like you thought Shane Mosley was going to beat Vernon Forrest. Just like you thought Vernon Forrest was going to beat Ricardo Mayorga. This is boxing, ladies and gentlemen. In order for us to get a clear analysis on what's going to happen, what needs to happen? The fight. Do something impressive. Fight Beterbiev. Because I firmly believe Beterbiev will destroy him. That'll be the first time you see Canelo curled up in the corner, beaten, battered, and bloody, ready to quit. That's my opinion. You want to prove me wrong? Tell him to fight the man. That's my opinion. Bronx on deck.
Move!